Hi. So today the topic we're going to focus on is actually a rather easier topic than the last literature topic we did. Today's topic is the piece of poetry Ant and the Cricket. The Ant and the Cricket is a poem that is based on a fable by Aesop. A fable generally refers to a moral story in which the main characters are generally not humans. It deals with animals, and a fable quite necessarily has to give you any moral value lesson. So a fable is a moral story which has animals as the central characters and not humans. So in this case, this is probably a story most of you know or at least have heard about, but it's in the form of a poem in this chapter that you have to do as a part of your syllabus. So let's start with it. So yeah, the characters there are just two characters. There's an ant and a cricket. So in the beginning, the cricket is a very carefree young animal, and the ant is really, really hardworking, as ants are known to be. So let's start with the poem. A silly young cricket accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring. So these two lines say that the cricket is silly. Silly means the cricket is casual. He's not very serious. He does a lot of funny, useless things. And he's accustomed to sing. A silly young cricket accustomed to sing. Accustomed means he's used to doing something. His habit is to do a particular thing. In this case, the cricket has a habit of singing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring. So here the climate when the cricket is singing is warm. The months are warm and sunny and gay. Here the word gay strictly means happy. Happy, joyful, colorful, bright, nice things. Summer and spring began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. So the cricket, he used to sing and dance and all that in the summer time. He did not store food. He did not do what other animals such as ants were doing, prepare for the winter and all. He just used to play around and sing. But he began to complain when he found that at his own house his cupboard was empty and winter had started. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground. A crumb is generally a piece of bread, but here it means that a little particle of food. Alright? Not a crumb to be found. So there was nothing found because the ground was snow-covered. When the ground is snow-covered, generally all the trees have shed their leaves. There are no fruits or flowers or any animal food of any kind. So the ground is snow covered and the cricket can't find anything to eat. Not a flower could he see, not a leaf on the tree. He couldn't see any flowers because, as I said, the flowers are all shed or the leaves are all shed. Similarly, he couldn't see leaves either. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me? Now he's worried because there's no food at home and there's no food around. So he says, oh God, what will become of me? Basically, what can I do? What will happen to me in the future because I don't have food and I can't find food either? At last, by situation and famine made bold, in this case, the cricket, he hesitated to approach any other animal, but in the end, he had no choice because he didn't have food and he couldn't find food. So he was facing famine. In this case, famine means starvation, not the famine, drought famine of any kind. So by his very bad situation, by his starvation, he became bold enough. He had no choice. So he He became bold. He found courage. All dripping with wet and all trembling with cold. So the bold cricket, when he went out, he got wet because of snowfall and he started trembling because it was cold. Trembling means shivering, shaking. Away he set off to a miserly ant to see if, to keep him alive, he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. So the cricket did not approach anyone because he knew that the ant was miserly. Miserly means the ant would not share his food easily. He does not like to share his food. So the cricket did not approach the ant in the first place, but he did not have a choice. So he set off to meet the miserly ant, and he asked the ant that to keep him alive, the ant should give him shelter from rain and some grain. He wished only to borrow. He just wanted to borrow some grain. He said that he'll repay it by tomorrow. It's written he'd repay it by tomorrow. Tomorrow here is not the day after. Tomorrow is not the day after in this case. Tomorrow refers to when the weather is good again, when he can find food, he'll give the food to the ant. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. So the cricket is in a very sorry situation. He tries to appeal to the ant's sense of sympathy, that he really requires help. If the ant does not help the cricket, then the cricket would die. Says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. The ant says to the cricket that, hey, I'm your friend, but the problem is we have a principle. A principle is something, a value that you stick to, a value that you follow, a system that you follow. We ants never borrow. We don't borrow things. We ants never lend. Neither do we give things to other people. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? Now the ant is rather confused, as in, he's asking the cricket, when the weather was nice, what were you doing? Did you not save any food? Quoth the cricket. Quoth is older English for the simple word said. Say, said. Quoth the cricket, not I. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. So he says that in the summer, nature looked very beautiful, very bright and happy. So I was very happy too. My heart was so light. This sentence means that I felt very happy. So since I felt very happy, I sang day and night. I did not save food, not I. These two words mean that I did not save food. I was feeling so happy that because nature was very bright and cheerful, that I sang day and night. You sang, sir, you say? Go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. So the ant is rather angry as to what kind of stupid idiot is this. He doesn't say it directly, but he says it indirectly, that you sang the summer away. Fine. Dance the winter away. It's like he's being sarcastic. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket. Here the wicket is not a cricket wicket. The wicket refers to a gate. And out of the door turned the poor little cricket. So the ant says, you say that you sang during the summer, right? Then go dance during the winter. He's being sarcastic. He knows that the cricket can't do it, but he's like, I am not going to help you because you wasted all your time. It's not my fault. It's your own fault. You have to bear the consequences of your action. So he finishes by saying that, and then he lifts the door of his house and he turns the cricket away. Folks call this a fable. People say that this is a fable. Again, a fable is a moral story in which the characters are generally animals. I'll warrant it true. The poet, whoever wrote this fable as a poem, says that this is a fable. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. Here he is saying that, in this story, the cricket is a cricket that's four-legged, it's an animal, but some people, two-legged crickets. By two-legged crickets, he means people who do not who do not plan for the future, who do not have a backup plan if something fails. So he says that people like these who don't have plans right now, they can learn from this story and they can start thinking of the future. So that's it for this piece of poetry. Thank you.